Date, what is that on the kitchen table? Could it be your favorite thing?
Wait, is it?
What?
The magazine.
You want me to look at a magazine now?
Just look.
It can't be.
Why?
This is the stuff of legends. Only the most diehard fans have ever laid eyes on it.
Why is this here? I'm confused. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
Whoa! Limited edition!
Dante, what on earth? So loading just redoes that all over again. Cool. Alright, well. Let's do it. Good day, good people. It is another fine day in the year of the horizon, and you're flying to that unknown with your United States Aviator, and welcome back to more AI the Somnium files. We are going to not waste any time. We just got to go right into it. So where we're going, and I'm sure you guys are all up to date on everything that's happening in this game. If you're not, you need to go back because it's a ride. We are back on the timeline where everyone's really dying. Oda, Iris, both there. Sosajima, everyone. Renju and Shoko. Everyone. Everyone. So let's go for it. Let's see. I hope that this does a lot of explaining because it's been locked for so long. Also, Date's starting to remember things from other timelines. So that I'm really super duper excited for. Police headquarters in the dead of night. Midnight.
That is...
Oh, thank you.
Sosajima.
Oh, they're showing this all over again. That's neat. But in this case, it shouldn't be Sosajima.
Why?
That should technically be Boss, right?
Why? Boss?
God, look at Boss. Could you not tell by her outfit? I guess you shouldn't assume. Based on someone's outfit.
What's going on here? Why did Boss kill So?
Do you remember anything? Boss's alibis for Shoko's murder.
Shoko was killed around 5 p.m. Friday. What was Boss doing at that time?
Unknown.
Renju's murder?
What about Saturday, 8 p.m.?
The time Renju was killed? Similarly unknown.
For Iris and Oda.
Iris and Ota were killed at different times. I was watching the stream on the call with Boss.
Only the first few minutes.
That's true.
The polar bear had not yet appeared on stream.
That's
It
true.
is possible that she made the call from somewhere off camera.
Where was Boss's phone at the time? Check her cell records.
She did not call from a mobile phone. She
Where did
used
she
a
call
PC.
Ooh.
Using a VPN service, she could have accessed her Abyss PC from the warehouse and made the call.
That's true. I don't believe it, Boss.
Boss is the new Cyclops killer?
No.
Shoko, Renju, Iris, Ota, So.
Thought you were remembering things, Date. That's not what's
Boss
going
killed
on.
them all?
The evidence makes that a likely possibility. So also had his left eye removed.
That is true.
Identical to Shoko, Renju, and Iris. Date, I know where the boss is. I have picked up her GPS.
Where?
Where?
She is now at the Sagan residence.
Why?
Somewhere inside Hitomi's house.
Well, that's not okay.
What?
Are we moving? Okay, well, this is not what I expected. Let's go. Sagan residence, 1 a.m. It took us like an whole hour to get here. I drew my gun from its holster and barged into the house.
Hitomi! Hitomi!
I called for her, but there was no reply, so she's been kidnapped. Didn't see Boss
Call
either.
boss's phone.
On it.
Maybe she'll pick up. Oh, it's here? Where? Is that it? Yeah, that's it over there, on the counter. Wait, let me click it. Just click the whole counter, that's fine. Sell.
Boss's phone.
Oh,
Let's see
shit.
what's here. Yeah. Yikes. Uh-oh.
Kaname Date, you were under arrest for murder.
What the hell?
And they're
Drop your
framing
weapon.
me for
Comply.
it. I swear.
Boss?
Boss, what the are you
I
doing?
could ask you the same thing. You killed Shoko Nadami, didn't you?
That's ridiculous. What are you talking about?
Don't lie.
Did you kill the 5 victims?
Are you kidding me?
You're the new Cyclops killer.
What? Why do you think that?
You put a gun to So's head and pulled the trigger. I saw it with my own eye.
And the other one too.
Shut up! Stop lying!
What? Where's Hitomi?
I don't know. She was gone when I got here.
Why did you come here?
Why would I tell you?
Fight! Can I do something else? Please lower your weapons.
Please, lower your weapons. You drop your guns, I'll drop mine.
Date, do you really think these officers will listen to you?
But what choice do I have?
There's not much we can do. Boss is the culprit.
Boss is the culprit. That woman right there is the new Cyclops killer. She's tricking you.
They are well trained. They did not even flinch.
Yeah. Well, can I show Boss's where'd the phone go? It was just here. Okay. Fight.
This is going nowhere.
Are you going to fight?
I have no choice.
I recommend against it. You have 0 chance of winning a firefight.
0.
Well, then what can I do?
Let me think.
Oh boy. Oh, so we definitely have a quick time event this time.
Date, what is that on the kitchen table? Could it be your favorite thing?
Wait, is it?
What?
The magazine.
You want me to look at a magazine now?
Just look.
It can't be.
Why?
This is the stuff of legends. Only the most diehard fans have ever laid eyes on it.
Why is this here? I'm confused. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
Whoa! Limited edition!
Date, what on earth? Oh, and they're gonna shoot the flower. So we just got lucky is what happened. Now let's get out of here.
What?
Date, load Evolver with firebomb bullets.
Oh my gosh, are we
Shoot
going
at
for
the
the...
cloud.
Why?
Just do as I say, and
Oh,
fast.
I understand. I get you. That was actually really clever. I shouldn't have to aim anywhere then. The cloud is everywhere. Up in ZR. That's the first time I've ever had to do a up and trigger. I guess because there was nowhere to aim, that's correct. I was like, where am I gonna aim? I'm gonna aim right at the boss. And that should 100%, yep. Dang. Alright, go get the boss. No. That's probably a mistake.
She is probably just unconscious. Her right shoulder and left leg suffered damage.
Dust explosion, huh? Good thinking.
Thank you.
But you could have just had me throw the bag of flour.
That would have been too slow.
Exactly.
To improve your reaction time, I had to improvise.
Mm-hmm.
But why was that there? That seems like a trap. That's 100% a trap.
Anyway,
This is a trap.
let's have a look. Hey, this is just a cooking magazine.
Oh, okay, never mind. It wasn't a trap. Limited edition. Date. That was also still a very promiscuous cover for a cooking magazine. Are we gonna bring her to headquarters?
Boss is still unconscious. However, her brainwaves are stable. Syncing with her shouldn't be an issue.
Talk to her.
Date, talking to her would be pointless. You do know that, don't you?
I decided to sync with her. Asking questions would just be a waste of time. Besides, even if she was awake, I can't imagine that she would take kindly to an interrogation. Tommy still hasn't been found. Have a bad feeling about this. But there's a good chance that Boss knows where she is. How would I get that information? Getting into her head would definitely be the quickest way. That's why I brought her here. Boss is lying on this thing. Sync machine. Talk to Peter, I guess. Why are you so cooperative?
Because I know that the boss is my enemy. I got the video from Iba. I processed it and found that it showed no sign of tampering or editing. Which means there can be no mistake. The boss shot and killed So Sejima.
Which means you're gonna be like, that means she probably also killed Renji.
After pulling out his left eye. That makes the odds of her being the culprit behind the other murders very high. Or maybe she had accomplices. Either way, she's a criminal.
And she's unforgivable.
That's why I am cooperating with you, Special Agent Date.
Thank you.
I want it as bad as you do.
I know why you want it. Where's 89? That's the
I had him
major
put
question.
back behind bars.
Oh, good
The
job.
Fuchu prison.
That's right. I couldn't keep him here.
How's Boss?
She has broken her right shoulder, as well as the fibula of her left leg.
Ugh.
But her brain is perfectly healthy. You can sync with her.
Interesting. Sync with Boss, I guess.
Pewter, are the preparations done?
I'll go and save this real quick. Avid saver. Always save your game. Going back to file 1. Great.
Ready anytime.
Let's get started.
Okay.
Date.
I know. 6-minute time limit. I'll be back before time's up.
Well then, let's begin.
Okay. So are we gonna get like the same thing that we've seen before? From the Iris Somnium? Because this still should be the other homie. The Sato Sejima. Inside of Boss's brain. Should be. I don't know where we are anymore, never mind. No, this is the same place. The abandoned, factory just looks a little bit different. Looks a lot bit different. Are we a barrel? Oh, okay. Freaking Ibo. Stop goofing around.
Time to loosen up.
Do you always have to come in like that?
It is
Yeah,
of
it's
the
our intro.
utmost importance.
At a time like this?
Times like this are perfect. Anyway, It appears to be an abandoned factory of some kind.
What could Boss be hiding here?
All the secrets?
Somnium scan. Activate.
Interlock 1, 2, 3, 4. Open the door to Boss's truth. Boss is hiding something. Reveal the truth of the new Cyclops serial killings. Open the first door. Is that one? There's 3 floors? Golly tamale. Oh god. Alright, well, let's open door 0 first, I guess. Well, we're not gonna open that one. That seems like a mistake. Unless that's what it wants us to do. You feel?
A rusted metal door.
Oh, I see. Yikes. I guess do the first one. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of trial and error.
It is no use. The ice pick will not work as a key. A rusted metal door.
But we did get a timing for that. So
Agent
that's nice.
Date, you've
I know.
got 5 minutes.
Would we have gotten
It
a
is
timing for
faint,
5?
but I hear the sound of meat being pierced.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Same.
A rusted
So we
metal
would not have gotten a timing for that one. So I definitely need to use this.
Break the lock with that.
Roger.
Good job.
It worked!
All right, open it.
Yikes. So these doors are all going to be the murders. There's 2 keys.
Several keys have fallen.
Oh, there's more than
One of them must be
2.
the right one.
I do not have time to try all of them.
Hopefully there's some kind of sign.
Indeed.
So that's the first door. Oh, heck. Should I not take the one with this? Like, part of me thinks that this is the only one that's different, but part of me also thinks that...
It's
Sure.
a key.
Oh my gosh.
The ice pick is next to this key. It appears to be correct.
That's what I said.
The tag is labeled A.
I was right. Give me some credit.
That must mean you can use this key for something labeled A.
Come on.
Agent
Where's the A
Date,
door?
You've got 4 minutes.
Yeah, I don't... Door A is where? Where are we? So it's forward and all the way over there? Can I, like, see? Suddenly I see... No? It must be up here. Yeah, that's gotta be it. Yo, this one is... Oops. This one might be one where you can't
A
make
door
any
that looks
mistakes.
like the anywhere door.
Oh, well, that's nice. I'll definitely take that. Open it up.
Perhaps we can use the key I just picked up.
Yeah, try that.
Thank goodness we got a 1/6 thing.
It opened.
It's gonna take us to floor 2. Yep.
Odd. Isn't this the 3rd floor? What is going on here?
Okay, well, I guess we're going to the 3rd floor instead.
Looks like the floors are connected in a weird way.
Quite the troublesome dream.
So where are we? We've got door A, door B, door D, which is some sort of probably anywhere door again. F, a pipe, and a control panel. Who died next? Renju? I don't have a lot of time to just be wandering around though, is the main issue. I doubt the pipe is going to be necessary. I can't walk through there. So it's leading me this way. Is it making me go here? Do I even have a key for this? Then the next time it'll be ×3, but we'll open it, sure.
It does not appear to be locked.
This is gonna take us to floor 2?
This is the 2nd floor, but it is clearly not the door I just opened.
It's like a maze. I have to remember what door goes where.
Oh, crap! Is it forcing me to go to door C? Yeah, I think it is. It is forcing me to go here. Alright, so C goes to... I mean, that's fine. It will be, what, 3 seconds?
It doesn't appear to... Oh! We're on the 2nd floor again.
We leave the 2nd floor and come right back to it? This is confusing.
Times
3
5?
minutes, Date.
I know! Alright, well, it wants me to go this way, because I can't go anywhere else. I know that this is where the second thing is. There's a second lock. Alright.
A bookshelf. There is an obvious wire tied to it.
Standing in the gap we would never ever do, apparently. Should we investigate first? That'll just waste a lot of time. I think we should just go ahead and push, right?
It is no use. I am not powerful enough to move it.
So, you're too weak. Got it.
Yes, you're right. I am too weak.
Oh, sorry, Iba.
No, it's all right. It is the truth.
Date, you need to be more
I am
sensitive.
just a lowly artificial intelligence.
Date, look what you did. So that's a 1/10.
A bookshelf. There is an obvious wire tied to it.
Oh, we have a 1 thing? Yeah, give me that. We're gonna stand in the gap now. 1 second, don't mind if I do.
Roger.
So we had to push it first.
Huh?
Can you not get in there? It looks like it's working, maybe? Question mark?
I suppose it isn't possible.
supposed to do? Is there more stuff over here? Steel drum. Oh, there's a... Oh, okay. Alright, well, okay, look. I
An oil
understand.
drum.
Look, alright, we're gonna put... I said it out loud. I was like, the first one's related to Shoko, so somehow this one's related to Renju's. Let's push it. Yeah.
Oh,
Guess you should check that door.
Yeah, we might have to redo this one.
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry.
We'll see, we'll see.
arrested.
I think I'm just gonna take the L on this one already, right? Because I should have saved the one. Should have saved the one. Yeah, we'll just go all the way back. In fact, let's go ahead and do a full restart, right? We can do that, right? From the menu. Let's do it. Rerun, rerun, rerun. Alright. Now that we know what to do exactly up until that point, we can save a whole bunch of time.
An oil drum.
Oh, it's ×5, not ×3. That sucks. That's fine. We can still push it.
Guess you...
You have 3 minutes, Date.
3 minutes is
Arrested
not
in
that bad. Alright, and now we need to use the 1 second timing, but we'll get a ×10 timing, which sucks. But go ahead.
It does not appear to be locked.
So they strangled Renju. Wrapped themselves around Renju and strangled him. And that golden key dropped. Oh, and that's his watch.
This again.
So we can't just grab one. We have to be careful.
Well, they're giving me the answers. Where are they? Oh. Do they all have his watch on it? Yikes, they do. Oh, this one's way more difficult. Do we have a, do we have anything in the menu on when he died? Appendix, no. Don't need the album. It would be under persons, maybe. Ugh. Better, yeah, maybe it's under the flowchart. When did he die? In this one, he died... here? This is when we interviewed Iris, so it was late at night. We had Mizuki with us. Case file. It doesn't even give me times. Oh, I'm gonna have to reason this out. But I can just look at the map. I don't have to do a whole bunch of stuff. The keys just say... yeah, they just say times. We got there at like midnight, so 8 or 11. We don't have a whole bunch of time to waste. I don't even. Can we even get over to that side? Ugh. I think we can get over to that side, but it's gonna take a while. We have to like walk all the way around. Actually, I think I can get to the 8 o'clock one, right? It's either 8 or 11. I'm almost positive it's 8. I think 11 was too close to when we actually found Renju. Is that 8 over there? It is 8. We're gonna try this one, and if it's not this one, we'll go to 11.
It's a key with a watch beside it. The hands indicate 8 o'clock.
Oh.
is this?
Saturday night at 8 matches Renju's estimated time of death.
Okay, great. I need to go to the D door, apparently.
D is written on the tag. Let's go, Date. The D door.
You're
I will
running out
try
of
the
time.
key.
Yeah, try it.
It opened.
I need to make better use of these timings. Especially if they keep giving me negative ones.
This door too.
Control panel? Or... Well, if this is... It was a cold storage warehouse. So... They didn't use the control panel technically, did they? I don't think so. No, they didn't. Did they turn down the... They didn't use the control panel because we didn't use the control panel. We used the control panel in Oda Somnium. They didn't use it. It would make sense that this is... That's also a hilarious angle. This is freezing the door with cold air? Maybe?
A broken pipe.
Let's see what we can
Steel
do.
is leaking out.
Oh, we need to melt the door with this, so we need to... kick it, I guess. Yeah, kicking seems like the right answer. Kicking it over to the left. I got room to retry this one anyway.
Yeah!
Or right, rather. That'll do.
Oh, it's just as I calculated.
It
You were
is.
surprised, admit it.
That's what I expected. I hope I don't need to do anything with the control panel, though.
A rusted metal door. Most of the ice is gone now.
This is really cutting it down to the wire. Unless this handles both of them, because we only have one more after this one, right? Give me that for 1 second.
I think I can open this door.
Gosh, I don't want to see this again. It's been so long since I've seen this. Oh, it's a different angle, too. Oh, thank goodness they didn't show it again. Oh, we're good. Whew, where did that drop?
This key has control panel written on the tag.
Control
Okay,
panel?
so we do have to do something.
The one right there?
Last one. It's still plausible, it's still doable. God. Times 10. What are my options here?
Rows of monitors and buttons.
We could waste 10 seconds and investigate, or we could just keep on trucking and insert the key. 50 seconds, what are we at? That would leave us with 20 seconds? I think it's probably actually better to investigate first, right? Because that'll still give us a minute.
This appears to be old. I believe this computer controls the factory's electronics. It appears to require a key to activate.
Good, that wasted that 10
Rows of
seconds.
monitors.
And this hopefully gives us a timing? Maybe?
There.
It doesn't look like it. What? Do we
Oh,
have to select the correct scene now?
So?
I see. If we move the scaffold, a new route appears.
Okay, let's move it.
Move it where?
Rows of monitors and
I said
buttons.
1 minute.
I know. Rotate key or press switch. Or sleep? Does this relate in any way to what we did? Do we press a switch? Did he press a switch? He pulled a switch, right? He pulled a switch, right? He pulled a switch. No, okay, I understand. Wait, no. Hold on. in terms of how this machine actually works, do we... I assume we'll have to rotate the key first to turn it on, right? Because right now we just put in the key, so I guess we gotta rotate it? Oh, it's just gonna be some trial and error, I guess. Oh, no, I get it.
It shrunk.
So we got lucky.
Rows of monitors and buttons.
Press a switch. And that moves it. Oh, we got super lucky.
Oh.
I see.
I guess this doesn't waste too much time.
Rows of monitors and buttons.
And rotating the key again should make it expand, or should I sleep instead? Makes it expand.
It extended.
But where is this?
Now we can use the route to door B.
That just means I need to open door B prime, which is where? So we're here. Oh, we gotta go all the... B prime. We need to open B prime. A takes us to... This is A prime, so A prime takes us to A, which is over here. And from there we can get to door nothing. So we don't want to go through that one. We want to go through door D prime, which takes us to D, right? Door D prime takes us to D, and D now has us on the route to B prime? Yes, that is correct. So we need to go to door D. Do we have the time for it though? I cannot go the wrong direction. D prime? Is that what I said? I think I said D prime.
Door.
Do we waste 10 seconds here, or do we want to use a timing? Let's use a 1/6. Make that worth a second. Because that walking time is what is really worrying me, if I'm being completely honest. So we're at D prime, which means we gotta go over here and through the path should be where B is. Should have checked the map first. I should have checked the map. Let's check the map. Let's play it safe. B prime. Yes, we're going the right way. We're going the right way. Is that something in the way?
What?
Oh, that's the eyeball. Oh, did I mess up? How do I get there? Did I mess up? I might have messed up. Yeah, I didn't see those things. Okay, well, let's not assume that we're too wrong. D prime took us here. C is there. C prime is next to B prime, right? How do we get to C? Now, how do we get to C prime? We need to get to C prime. Can I take the other path? Can I walk all the way around? I don't know if I'll make it there in time is the big issue. Walking all the way around like this? That's a major waste of time.
Date! 30 seconds!
That's E. We haven't even been to E. How long is this thing? I'm gonna have to restart again. Is that C? Yeah, that's door C. But it says A prime. No, it's C prime. I'm just blind.
Doors.
Alright. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Oh, crap. I went to use a timing. We don't have any time. We have no time. Are we supposed to fail this one? Are we supposed to fail this one?
Date, you're out of time!
Alright, well, let's try this again. That was clever. Okay. Pick that up.
Whoa!
Doesn't look like this is it.
It could be related to what we saw beyond the door.
I see. So instead of doing that, I looked at all of the other keys first, because there's got to be a way to save time. This one
It's a key.
is like, hey, pick up, and it would have been 50 seconds, but instead, if you do the... I looked at all of them. There were one that were like 5, there were 10s, but there was also a 1 second one. So that's the one we went with this time. So that should save us a good chunk of time, instead of wasting a minute.
It appears to be correct.
That's what I...
The tag is labeled.
Alright, so now let's go back to here. Right.
A door that looks like the...
We're gonna pick up a nice timey for that.
Odd. Isn't this the 3rd floor?
We can skip through this because we've seen it before. So we're doing a lot better on time this time. I don't think anything different will happen here.
A door...
We'll have to take that, but we should probably use that on something that
It does not appear...
didn't use it on before, right? That would make the most sense to me. I can skip through a lot of that. Actually, going down here was just a second, right?
Door...
Because we just gotta go through. But we're gonna pick up a ×5, which is gonna suck.
It doesn't appear to be locked.
Cool. Now,
Agent Date, you've got 4 minutes.
still doing better. Let me look at the map. The shelf didn't do anything special. Everything else is another door, and I don't think I can get there. I think this one might still be just pushing the thing. Because that was still, what, 7 seconds and only wasted 35 seconds? We'll try it. Are we at the right place? Is this the right one? Oh no, it's a little bit further. I was like, why isn't there an option
An
here?
oil drum.
Okay, great. We'll push it. Yes. Then regardless, we have to use the 1 second one here. Yeah. That is the only way we can
It
do
does
it.
not appear to be locked.
Saw this before. Now, what did we pick up from this one? A ×10. So I should probably check the watches again. What did Renju's watch do last time? Last time Renju's watch did... I think it was 5 seconds again, so there's probably another situation where... it's the one all the way over there, isn't it? There's a bunch of them here, actually, so I'll just start here and then walk around.
It's a key with a... The hands indicate...
Oh, easy peasy, thank God.
This is not it.
Is the time on the clock relevant?
It would be quite the sim...
Or they just want us to...
True.
That's fine.
You have 3
Oh, that still gave us
minutes,
a
Date.
double, though. I
It's
wonder
a
if there
key
was
with
a...
The hands indicate...
What's a 5? I walk back... Ugh. Do I go back for that one? This is precious time. But if I'm like a few seconds short, I know what I need to do.
It's a key with a... The hands indicate...
And that's just 10 seconds instead, so it's a waste of what? Before it would have been a waste of... Did we have a ×5 before? I think so. Before it would have been a waste of 10, 15... A waste of 50 seconds. This time it's just a waste of 20 seconds. That saves us some time too. Yeah, if I'm a few seconds short, I'll go back. I'll know what I need to do.
Is this the...
Saturday night...
Alright, so... We're gonna walk up here to the D door. Open. here, we don't have any negative timings, so we can walk over here.
A broken pipe.
I don't think any of them give us any negative timings. Do they? Granted, I don't want to waste any timings at this point, so let's waste this one. Yeah. Yeah. Because we might need the 1/6. The 1/6 might be beneficial later on. Smell, kick, we kicked, we kicked, we kicked. For 3 seconds this time. Because at this point, every second counts, I think. I think you might even have to, like, perfect your
A rusted
movements.
metal door.
We got another 1 second one, so that's good, that's great.
I think I can open this door.
Fast forward through this. I feel like I did this next part perfect. No, maybe I didn't do this next part perfect. Because I think I did waste... Did I waste one? I think I wasted one. No, I think I investigated, and I think that was the
Rows
right
of
decision. That was 100% the right decision. Because otherwise we would have wasted a minute here.
This, I believe. Rows of monitor.
We're doing a lot better this time. We're doing a lot better. I don't think I want to use a timing here. That's just
There.
5 seconds. Get a
Rows
timer
of
from that one, so we'll rotate, rotate, rotate. It was rotate, switch, rotate. Rotate,
Rows of monitors.
switch.
I see.
Was it rotate, switch, rotate?
You have
Maybe I
less
should
than
have
2
done
minutes.
something different.
Hurry.
Rotate, switch, rotate. I don't think the switch just would have gone front and back. I think it is just rotate, switch, rotate.
Rows of
I pressed the switch last, right? So we just rotate now? Yes, we're good, we're good. That was the right thing to do, because it gave me that whole thing. And what did I decide was the right way to go? To deprime. But now we have a lot more time to walk. And we are on the last door, so this might be good. And we'll have a 1 year, so that's great. Deprime. Alright, so now we can get to C prime all the way on the other side, right? Which is where? Oh, we need to get to C prime, and that'll take us to B prime. Right, so we're gonna have to walk all the way around. Because I don't think door E takes us anywhere. I don't even think we've ever walked through door E. We're just gonna go. We're gonna go with the way that we were gonna go last time, but we didn't have any time to do it. Do we have a negative timing on us? How do I check my timings? That's something I never really cared about until right now, because now it is a stretch. Now it is a hassle. We need to go through C prime.
door C.
We don't want to. We don't want to. We're gonna use the 1/6. We're gonna use the 1/6. We don't want to waste any time. And we definitely don't want to lose any timies. So it's better to use them rather than lose them. Because this one has been a stretch. You guys, I've done this one for a hot second at this point. Alright. Now we need to go to B prime. That was the solution. That's what we're trying to do.
Door B prime.
Gives us a 1/9. We should probably use this. Feels right. Feels right. Feels right to you guys. It feels right to me. This is the 4th floor. No, the 4th door is what it says. Map? Door F? Is that where we're going? I guess. Where is it? We're not going to A prime. Oh yes, we can go to F because I think that's the route that we moved. I think so. So this way. I hope. Does door F down there? It does. Don't think we've been into this door.
Door F. This is the first time we've seen it.
That times 10 timing is not looking fun. Opening is fine, right? But if we kick open for like a 1, that might be worth it. Because I really don't want that times 10 timing. I feel like we don't have any time left. Kicking open just seemed like a waste of time, but I do think we need to... Oh, 1 in 10 though. I think we want to do the 1/9. What does that leave us with? Essentially the same thing. So, but that leaves us with a 1/3. If I'm wrong, we know what we need to do. If I'm wrong, we know what we need to do. That was better. Because every other time there was no justification for it, this time there is a
The
justification
first
for it.
floor. This is the first time we've been here.
Oh, we started on the 2nd floor?
That big door. If we can see what's in there, we'll figure something out.
So then this one should be in relation to Sosajima. Are there only 2 things to do? 2 things to... No. 2 things to interact with, right? Maybe. There's a cord. And the ladder. We're close to the ladder. We came here from the ladder, didn't we? Let's think. Sosajima. What did Sosajima do? How did he die? He was cut up. We're close to the ladder, so let's just see what it has.
An iron ladder.
Oh, God. Well, they're all 999, so I assume I have to do one of them. Should we check out the cord? We don't have any time. Hold on. Climbing the ladder takes us to who knows where. That might be a solution. Tackling the ladder does what? Probably hurts us, so that's probably... What is the cord? Where is the cord? Cord's over there. How did Sosajima die? He was cut up to pieces. No, he was shot in the head, then cut up to pieces. I wonder. How much time do we have?
Less than 1 minute.
I know.
Hurry!
Yeah, thanks for the update. What is this? It's an electrical cord.
A power cord. It is.
No, we're not gonna get shocked. That's dumb. That's stupid. Crap. So it's probably the ladder. There's not any time to mess up. Not any time to mess up. What are our options
An
here?
iron.
Tackle, climb up, lift. Climb up is gonna take us somewhere new, but we don't need to go anywhere new. We need to open this door. So climb up is out. Lift. Is it tackle? We don't have a whole lot of time. But I know how to get back to this point, so we might as well just try. "99 seconds. Whatever happens, I need to use this one. And hope that the next thing is the last thing. And I have to get the last thing right. So we're gonna tap.
Ready?
Oh, goodness gracious.
Whoa!
That is not what I expected. So I saw the mannequins. I did.
This Somnium is awfully dangerous.
Hey, that door. Maybe we can open that one now. Check it out.
This has got to be alright.
A rusted metal door.
Well, I hope that's it, because if it's not, then
I'm
I've
going
lost.
to open it.
Is that it? Because we are 100% at a time this time. We have no time left. Ooh. Okay, this is it. What's up?
That's... Iba, return to the control room on the 3rd floor.
At once.
For what reason? Is it gonna start filling in the images? I knew it. Yeah, here we go. This is what I wanted to see. The truth is revealed. Finally. Boss.
What the hell is going on?
Date, what are you doing? 6 minutes are up!
Wait! Hitomi is...
Date, you can't go any longer! Force shutdown!
No!
Holy heck. But we still have time left. That's wild. I expected all of that, but it's wild. So Date still doesn't have his memories. At least not in this timeline. Or at least he's not carrying over memories. He was starting to in that other timeline, so I thought he would. 3 a.m. police headquarters. That was a rough sink, man.
I took a look around your head, and I discovered something. Something about the new Cyclops serial killings. Apart from Ota, there are 4 victims. Shoko Nadami, Renju Okiura, Iris Sagan, and So Tsujima. Who was responsible for these murders? Shoko was stabbed by Renju with an ice pick. Renju was strangled to death by Iris. So cut open Iris's body. But who shot So? It was you. In other words, all of these murders were committed by different people.
But the same
There
person.
wasn't just one killer.
No,
That's
you're
how it
wrong.
looks on the surface, anyway.
There you go.
But that's not the truth, is it? There's only one culprit, one person, and that person is...
So, Iris Renju, it's you.
Yes, you, the person in front of me right now.
You're blaming the commander of Abyss for this?
No, not Boss. The person inside Boss's head.
Can you at least try to make sense?
All right, I'll explain. You know about the abandoned chemical plant in Kawasaki?
guess. Is the game gonna pull up a picture of it? I know about it.
There's a prototype sync machine there.
The red one, the cool one, first of all. The cooler sync machine. Even though, you know...
You use that device to swap around bodies one by one.
In other words, the entire egg ends up being replaced.
And so he does have this memory, and this memory is from the other time.
Mind, consciousness, memory, they are traded.
I don't know where it started, but at some point, you got into Shoko's brain.
Yes. I don't know where it
Then,
started.
you got into Renju's.
I still think it started with 89, but then it would have been... It's weird.
And got rid of Shoko's body. After Renju was Iris. You strangled Renju using Iris. After that, into So,
Yes, yes.
who you used to kill Iris and Ota at the cold storage warehouse. Now, you're in Boss's body, inside her head.
I see. If you know that much, then I have nothing left to hide.
Thank God.
Yes. I am the culprit behind the new Cyclops serial killings. I guess you can call me the new Cyclops killer.
Suspect. Please do give me the details of each crime.
Before I do, there's something I want to hear from you.
What?
How did you know about the prototype sync machine?
I don't really know. Another timeline. I've been thinking...
And not only that, you also seem to know what the sync machine is truly capable of. Why is that?
That's...
A good question.
Regaining your memories, are you?
That's fair. He's not technically retaining memories. He technically already knew this because he has swapped.
Human memory is fractal.
Oh, that's clever. I didn't think about that one.
If you retain even a single piece of it, it's possible to recreate the whole thing. Pieces of memories are like roots that grow into every corner of the brain, gradually, slowly, taking its time. I imagine the same thing is happening in your brain right now.
A fractal is a figure with self-similarity. Allow me to explain. See this? Whichever fragment you cut, you will see a similar shape.
Right.
The whole is made up of its similar parts. This is called a fractal figure.
Yes.
Memories in the brain are similar. That is what he is explaining.
He
is claiming that from a few pieces, you can rebuild the memory.
I knew about the prototype machine from regaining my memory. Is that right? No, that's not it.
Parallel worlds exist.
So no, this is true. He is retaining memories from other timelines. He's a sinker. This is 999. This is a 999 sequel. You can't unconvince me about that.
Saito. Saito Sejima.
Good.
Congressman Sejima's son.
What?
I researched Saito thoroughly, but I cannot find any images of him on the internet. He is listed on the family register, but I cannot find any photographs.
Because it's me. Who was inside Iris during the interrogation Sunday? You. Yeah?
That was me.
Yeah. Couldn't have been anybody else based on the reasoning.
You imitate her well. From the way you talked and your body language, it was like the real Iris.
There was something a little off about her now.
Earlier, too. You almost had me fooled. Your imitation of Boss was... perfect.
Yes, there's a reason for that. Let me define some terms first.
Yes, please.
A person's memory and sense of self. Let's call that personality. It isn't quite the right word, but it'll suffice.
Boss makes a good villain.
Now, transferring that personality into someone else's brain, let's call that parasitism.
Okay.
The one transferring is the parasite. The one being transferred into is the host. Are you with me so far?
Yes.
Moving on. Even after the personality exchange is complete, the host's memory isn't completely lost. About 1% remains in the brain.
1%. So it's like a 99% transfer to both
So,
parties.
a parasite could use that 1% to imitate the language and behavior of the host. That's how I knew about the warehouse and Sunfish Pocket, by the way.
I see.
Thanks to Renju and Iris's remaining memories.
So it's not a perfect swap. It's a mostly swap. It's a 99 swap. Continue.
I'm telling you, it was me.
Gosh, those eyes.
Why are you making me repeat myself?
That means the Somnium I entered on Sunday.
Was you.
That's right. It was me.
That is honestly... This Somnium is what led me to this conclusion. How? How does he know about the original Cyclops killer? And something else was troubling me. Fair.
What's going on here?
Date. You gotta know what's going on. Continue.
Fine. I still have time.
Time?
Until what?
You'll see.
Well, that's foreboding.
So, where do you want me to start?
From the beginning? It's just past midnight on Tuesday. Isn't it like 3? Shoko was killed on Friday. If we think of that as day 1, today is day 5. What was Sato doing those days? I decided to ask him. Let's start. Let's just go in order. Day 1,
Like
Friday.
you guessed, my personality was in Shoko, Renju's ex-wife.
How?
That made calling Renju easy.
I still don't know
I
how.
need to talk to you about something. He came over without question. I think it was around 4 p.m. I had him meet me at the chemical plant.
Why?
I made Renju go to sleep. Synced, switched personalities, and then stabbed Shoko's discarded body with an ice pick.
Which is really like stabbing Renju.
I took Shoko to Bloom Park by car, using the old abandoned subway line.
Like, we figured out everything to do with these.
Must have been around 8 p.m. by the time I was finished. I tied up Shoko to one of the merry-go-round horses. After that, I used Renju's phone to send a Nile message to Mizuki.
Why? Yeah, but why? Why do that?
Then, I just waited for Mizuki to arrive.
Day 2?
Until next Saturday evening, my personality was inside Renju.
Right.
My next target was Iris.
But why?
I knew she would be suspicious if I asked her to come to Kawasaki, so I asked her to come to Sunfish Pocket first.
And then?
I called her a little before 5 p.m., and she arrived just after 6. I greeted her, then convinced her to come with me. That's when Ota saw us. Anyway, I put her in the car, then headed to the chemical plant. On the way, I made her take a sleeping pill. I knew she might run once she saw where we were going.
And she did, in the other timeline.
It was around 7 p.m. when I got there, and I wasted no time switching bodies. After getting Iris's body, I used a rolled-up apron to strangle Renju to death.
From Sunfish Pocket, I assume.
Then I put his body in an empty oil drum I'd prepared earlier. I put that in the trunk of the car, then headed to Sunfish Pocket. But then, something I didn't anticipate happened.
Oda.
Waiting for the signal in Akiba, someone knocked on the window of the car. It was Ota. He asked me something about being able to drive. He was surprised, to say the least. I didn't have time to waste on him. But I couldn't risk him finding the oil drum in the trunk.
So?
Plus, if word got around that Renji's car was spotted driving around Akiba, that would foil my plans. So, I came up with a lie. I told him that I didn't have a license, so he had to keep it a secret. That's what that thing referred to in Ota's Nile messages, by the way. And just like that, I managed to escape a bad situation and headed to Sunfish Pocket as planned.
Got started, Oda.
The rest went exactly as you already figured out.
Good. Sunday?
Sunday morning, I had a recording or some such thing scheduled. Oh, I am, of course, referring to Iris.
When you were Iris.
I didn't want to draw suspicion, so I decided to attend as planned.
Okay.
I went to Lemniscate and performed my job. And when I left, I ran into you, Date.
That is true. Then we synced. Because you were a prime suspect.
To be honest, I was a little surprised. Just the previous night, I was a parasite in the body of Renju.
And now?
I didn't think Ota had seen me. So, of course, I didn't expect to see you there so soon. You were on to me, but there was nothing I could do about that. If I ran, it would only increase your suspicion.
Fair.
So I decided to play my role. The interrogation began around 8:20 p.m., is that right?
I don't remember.
Then you synced into my mind.
And this is the one where we saw all that.
But you didn't get what you were looking for, did you?
Not at all. It was so confusing on that.
As a result, you had no choice but to release me. I didn't want to go home right away. I knew there might be police waiting for me. That would make it difficult to sneak out at night. And that would put my plan in jeopardy. So I asked you to take me to Marble. I tried to find an opportunity to run, but then another unexpected event occurred.
Who was Oda?
I got a Nile message from Ota.
Oda's just always an unexpected event.
I knew I could use him. So I told him I needed his help and to meet me at Marble. He did as I instructed him to do. After that, I got into the van with Ota. But because his presence was unnecessary, I asked him to stop at a convenience store to buy me something to drink. When he was gone, I took his car and drove to my parents' house where I used to live.
So Sejima.
Yes, the Sejima residence.
Right. That's what happened. Clever. Very clever.
Of course, I knew I couldn't just walk up and ring the doorbell. Hello, Father, it's been a long time.
Still technically would have been right. Based on the person who you were in.
I was also in Iris's body at the time. But I thought I could use that to my advantage. So I pushed on the intercom and sure enough, my dad invited me inside.
I don't know if you're speaking as yourself or if you're speaking as Iris.
I told him this. I want you to come with me. There's something I need to show you. He was quiet for a while, but eventually agreed and got into the van with me.
Do you know about the...
We arrived at the prototype sync machine around 11:50 p.m. By the time I was in the body of Sosajima, it was a new day.
Yes, it was. Continue.
This was yesterday, early Monday morning, past midnight. In my new body, I drugged Iris, put her in the van, and drove to a new location. Okiura
storage
Fishery
warehouse.
Cold Storage Warehouse.
Bingo.
I arrived around 1, then prepared for the show for a couple hours. Of course, when I say show, I mean dismembering Iris.
Cutting her in half, it wasn't really a dismemberment.
Because of the temperature in the warehouse, it took longer than I expected to prepare, but... well, you saw it in the video.
You're a savage.
Of course. I didn't anticipate Ota would show up. What does that make it? 3 times that brat has showed up unexpectedly?
I was gonna say, 3 strikes, you're out.
That annoyed me to no end, and I took that out on him. Dressing him up in the polar bear was an impromptu plan on my part. I didn't mean to make you think he was the killer. I just wanted to throw a wrench into the investigation. Didn't matter if you found out or not. This all
That's
happened
fair.
Monday morning. I left the warehouse around 3:30 a.m.
And then Monday.
There isn't much to talk about on Monday. Before noon, I used my old man's body to call this one Boss. You might not know this, but she and my father go back about 6 years. The two shared a terrible secret. Hinting at that was enough to get the boss to come running to me immediately.
I assume that secret is about this. The swap.
I injected her with a sedative, then brought her body to the chemical plant. I synced with her, exchanged our bodies, and after blowing my father's brains out, I cut his body into pieces.
That's probably revenge, because that was the most gruesome one. Was it? Yeah, it was.
I stuffed the meat into a vase I'd brought earlier, then drove back to my house.
The meat. Go ahead. We're getting a whole new load. Sato spoke with grace and no signs of remorse. He's trying to keep my anger from boiling over and kept asking him questions. Oh gosh. Why did you display them? Why didn't the sink victims resist after waking? I kind of want to know the left one first. Go ahead.
The prototype sink machine has a special feature. It administers a strong dose of sedatives to the original body, and a stimulant to the host after a sink. That kept them docile.
Interesting. So you could do whatever you wanted at that point. Why take the eyes? Because you're in that
You
case?
know all about the prototype sink machine, don't you? That should explain it.
I knew. Yeah, okay, I understand. It differed from the one from Abyss. Abyss is more sophisticated. The nanocables between the sink gear entered through the gap between the eyeball and the socket. Then traveled down the optic nerve to the canal, the optic nerve canal to the brain. And the other one's just barbaric. It's just like, gonna have to snatch that out. But the prototype machine isn't so advanced. To perform a sync, you need to remove the left eye manually. The subject and the sinker have to remove their eye. Otherwise, the cables cannot enter the brain. I see. With the eye removed, severing the connection isn't necessary. The eye still has the optic nerve and blood vessels connected. After a sync, the eye is supposed to be replaced back into the socket. It's supposed to be safe. Side effects are rare. Unless the nerve or blood vessels are damaged somehow. Replacing the eyeball isn't too difficult. Yeah, so still why?
Of course, I don't really care about eyes.
Don't you? No, that was,
I don't need them.
that was... What's his name? Rohan.
All I cared about was exchanging bodies with the sink. And for that, I needed to remove the left eye.
Okay.
Why didn't you just put the eyes back when you were done?
That's obvious. Once I was
Is it?
finished transferring into a new body, the old one was of no concern to me. Why would I bother replacing the eye?
I guess
I was
so.
just going to get rid of it anyway.
Sure. Where are the eyeballs? Well, we know that, don't we?
Shoko's is in Renju. Renju's is in Iris. Iris's is in Dad.
And?
Dad's is in Boss. Their stomachs, I mean.
Yeah,
You
we got that
sick
much.
bastard.
Yes,
Yeah.
I ate them.
Okay.
Immediately after exchanging personalities.
Why?
How horrible.
Yeah. Why display them?
To harass you.
Well, that's
I wanted
less
to
funny.
bring out the hatred in you.
Why?
That's why I called Mizuki to Bloom Park.
Okay, so that explains that.
That's why I streamed Iris's murder. Because they were important to you, weren't they? I wanted you to feel cornered, trapped. I wanted to punish you, Kaname Date.
What's the motive?
Homicide is my hobby.
That's
I have
fair.
a tenacity for it, what can I say? Of course, it was also necessary to make sure people kept their mouths shut.
And they don't really talk after
If I
they're
took over
donezo.
someone's body, they would know about my crimes. I couldn't risk them reporting me, so I killed them. It was also a matter of revenge. Against you. It's personal. That's why I chose people close to you as targets.
Interesting. So Tsujima's not
Well,
close.
except for my father. of
Okay.
course. That was personal to me. But don't ask. It's embarrassing.
I mean, I want to know. Yeah, go on, please.
This series of murders was like a journey for me. You know, traveling through bodies
Sorry.
to finally reach the end. That's the thing about traveling. You always wind up in the same place, don't you? Where do you think that is? Your home. A trip is only complete once you return home. The same goes for me. When I return home, my travels will come to an end.
Okay, yeah, this is what I thought.
So I'll be needing it back. My body.
What?
You stole my body. You took it from me 6 years ago. That's why I want revenge.
What are you talking about?
He still doesn't know,
You
though.
have no idea what it was like inside my own head. I miss it. I miss my brain, Date. No matter how many people I killed, it never worked. I never felt happy. I feel miserable.
You mean?
That's intense.
He was born with a brain dysfunction.
Yep. Yeah, we saw that on this round. I couldn't remember if it was here or the other direction.
Due to damage to the posterior pituitary gland, he was unable to properly secrete oxytocin.
That's what it is.
Oh, that's right. My old body. How are you finding it, Date?
This is yours?
That's what I've been telling you!
Calm down.
I don't have the same oxytocin deficiency you did.
That is because I regularly supplement it.
Oh.
They must have increased your dosage too much.
No, but the person who had this disorder was number 89, the original Cyclops killer.
That is what I believed as well. But we must have misunderstood. Pewter did not specify who exactly was imprisoned.
That's true.
Only that one of the original culprits responsible was currently in prison.
That's strange. That would mean number 89 is the previous chairman, Rohan.
So there was a triple?
That must be it.
So that means Rohan was never dead.
Rohan is a parasite inside number 89's brain.
Oh.
Pewter must have known that.
No way.
Huh. So Rohan with... So that mean... That's tricky. Keep going. I didn't understand any of it.
Let us determine the specifics using Saito as our starting point.
Thank you.
Whose brain was he in before Boss?
Before boss.
So Sejima.
Yes.
And before So?
Iris.
Yep.
And before that, Renju. And before
Shoko.
that, Shoko.
And this is the one that I don't
And before
really
Shoko?
know. Rohan? Whose body were you in before
I was
Shoko?
a parasite inside Rohan's brain 6 years ago until last year.
What happened last year?
I'd lost most of my memories. I was a shell of a man. They housed me in a special hospital. But I still had those fragments of my mind left.
Right.
Just as I explained earlier. From a single piece, you can recreate the whole.
Ooh.
I took my time, slowly regaining my memories. 1 year ago, I remembered everything. I left the hospital and immediately sought out Shoko Nadami.
I see. So you were in
I
Shoko
got
for
her
a whole
body,
year?
and she was in Rohan's.
So there was a triple.
When she saw herself in the mirror, she lost her mind. She was confused, panicking, running up the emergency staircase, and then...
That's why Rohan committed suicide.
Everything was for a reason. That's what this game is. I could have connected that.
After that, I spent a year perfecting my plan.
So it wasn't something that happened just recently. This was a year in the making.
Using Shoko's body. I spied on you all this time. That's why I know everything about you.
Huh. Who were you before Rohan? Me.
In there, in that body you are operating right now, in that skull,
Yeah.
my personality lived there.
Wait, hold on. If what you're saying is true, what about my personality?
89.
It was in Rohan.
What?
I'm not Rohan!
Correct. It is just as he explained earlier. Number 89 was in Rohan's body. In other words,
That's
That's
I
me.
real?
I knew there was a triple, I just wasn't sure. you remembering everything, it seems like. Who did you shoot? We know 89's a good shot. And I guess we are too, so it makes a lot of sense. And how the other mercenaries act is very similar to how Date acts, who was 89. Huh. Go on.
Sorry, but time's up. I want my body back. It's quite simple. Sync with me and stay inside my mind for more than 6 minutes.
And if I refuse?
I know that you won't. I know it.
Huh?
Date, look! This is streaming live!
It's Hitomi, isn't it? She's the only one who's alive in the storyline.
Damn you!
If you give me back my body, I will give you the location.
You won't stop it, though.
Of course, it isn't the chemical plant in the Kawasaki district.
Aiba, where's the source?
It is
Unknown?
being routed through numerous IPs.
Oh.
I cannot identify the source.
Pewter, contact headquarters, now!
Got it!
I don't think we have time.
Now, what will you do? Will you agree to my request?
Oh, we do have options. Yikes. Well, we'll save. Don't mind if we do. No?
Doc,
We not?
I'm hurt. Don't you care about what happens to her?
I guess I'll do it.
Date!
See? I knew you wouldn't refuse. I know you well, don't I, Date?
My thing is, does she have 6 minutes? Right? Oh no. Well, we're boss.
I did it! I'm back. I got it all back!
Hey, where's Hitomi?
All right, I'll tell you as promised. Boss's house. However, it might be too late by now.
I knew it.
What? Why?
Return my body and I'll tell you the location.
You didn't say you save her, or
That's
that
what
it'd
I
be in
said.
time.
I didn't lie. I kept my promise.
You did.
You
Okay.
bastard!
You're the one who injured that body.
Oh, that's true.
It's your own fault, really.
Damn it.
Be seeing you.
Oh no. Oh, duh. Oh, I guess that's fine. Can we get a transplant?
Date, are you all right?
Aiba's voice barely resonated. My eyesight was a hazy heap of broken images. Palms were sweaty. Throat closing. Struggling for breath. My ears, the blood of my heartbeat was the only sound.
Everyone's dead.
Yeah. Shoko, Renju, Iris, Oda, Hitomi. Boss? Yeah, boss is. We're boss. The flesh remains, but the mind's lost.
I couldn't do anything. Saito had me right where he wanted me.
This whole time.
Nothing. Nothing.
Parallel worlds exist.
Those words suddenly echoed in my mind. I couldn't remember who or where or why. But I thought that if there really were such a world, then me in that world, I is another.
Could I have had a better future?
I prayed that I could. I felt my consciousness sink into a black abyss. That's it? That's the end of that one? Is there a post? Annihilation route. Ooh. Yeah, nobody remained but Pewter, really. Yeah, oh my goodness. Goodness gracious. That might be time. I think that's time. That's time. One more week? One more week. It's the tail end. But that answers all of the questions. Every single question. And yeah, I assume that was it. That's it. That's the final path unlocked. Whew. That whole ending. Chills. What did we garner from that, though? I feel like part of me always knew that it was a triple switch, right? For some reason I didn't think it would be with Rohan, but that makes sense. That means Rohan Oh, that's why Rohan knows all of the information. Because he was partners with... He wasn't partners with 89. 89 worked for him. Oh. Oh, okay. So then when we're here, Rohan's gone. Because Rohan switched with Renju. Yeah? Yeah, that's what happened. Alright, well that's that. Man. This is a ride. This game was a ride. But we have one more. But it's been... We could do it right now. We could. We could, but I feel like this last one should just be its own thing. It should probably be its own thing. The closing chapter is its own one. That makes a lot of sense. Alright. And that's it. Until next time. Fare thee well. Year of the Horizon. Well, what can we do? Ooh, no, we actually don't want to do that. Well, I just save so it doesn't really matter. I can't open the menu from here? That kind of sucks. I guess at the beginning of next time, we can look through all of the file information. Because all of that data should be there now. We had a whole, 3 missing people. I forgot to check, but those 3 missing people are probably Monica, Saito, and... I don't know. Maybe 89? I'm not sure. Not sure. But yeah, that's it. Year of the Horizon. Taking off. Toodaloo. What a ride. Oh my gosh. That's all I can really say, but we're almost through. It's almost over. It's kind of sad. It is kind of sad. But everyone's still around in this one except for Rinju and Shoko. Right? Yeah. I wonder if there will even be a sync on this one now that I'm thinking about it. We had one more sync on this path. I guess we'll have one more sync on this other path. Yeah, that makes sense. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. We'll have one more sync here. And then hopefully, I guess what would be the real ending. The ending where the least amount of people are gonzo. Yo, even So Sajima's alive in this one. That's a first. That's a first. I take that back. So Sajima was alive in this one too. The first is Iris is still alive in this one, even though she's still dying. That's sad. Hopefully they'll solve that in this one. If there's like the true storyline, it's odd that the true storyline is just all the way to the right. Like the outcasted storyline. That's interesting. I'm really glad we got the end of this one. The end of this one was chilling. Really chilling. I am curious. There's a sync room. Interrogation room. No, I don't want to go back. We're not going to do that. I am curious. Could I, if I, curiosity is killing me. We'll do it. Great. Why'd you do that? I want to get to where we had the decision, because that seems like one of those things where we also had like a cutting point, like the one random thing that we had with the with what? With the receptionist. Gosh, Boss is great. I think it's just Boss's hair. This is yours? I'm sorry, I've been borrowing it for 6 years. Apologies. The dosage thing for Aiba, though. Is that... Keep on keeping on. Yeah. And then that, and then that. Who were you in before that? That's and then that, and then that. Every time we got the the little like adrenaline rush, I was thinking it was adrenaline, but maybe it was the dosage thing. Right? I think that makes the most sense. This better be worth it, actually. This better be another ending. Otherwise, we could just save from right here, because we've already gotten the other one, so the timeline should still be unlocked. But I am curious. And I've kind of been paying attention to that, because someone in, like, the first episode was like, if the option remains, there's still more to it. Keep talking. Dante, look. This is bad. Alright. Won't do it.
Date, I'm her. Don't you care about what happens to her?
I won't do it.
Do you understand the gravity of this situation?
Yes, but it happens anyway, so if it happens now, I don't think I care too
Is
much.
strapped to her body.
Look like 3 of them. No, thank you.
You're too stubborn. Or maybe you're just cold-hearted.
Do you think you know me? I won't do it.
You want to see what will happen? When her flesh burns and tears and scatters.
I won't do it.
If you aren't quick, you'll see the whole thing. You know I'm not bluffing, don't you?
No thank you. I didn't agree no matter how many times he demanded me of it. I refused again and again. Is it gonna be the same clip? Yeah, the same clip. And when I saw it, I understood. Boss's body rolled into the corner of the room. Didn't want to think about it anymore. Anything. Nothing. Closed my eyes and ran the palm of my... the palm across my face. I could taste blood. Bad. Well, that's lame. You're gonna make me save. That's a shame. We'll go here. Does it take you back to that point? No, it doesn't. We're fine. And this is still unlocked. Over, up. Easy. Alright, yeah. And that's it. Toodaloo. Flight crew.